news for local Buc-ee's fans. The wait is still on, but it won't be quite as long as expected. After previous delays on construction, the Lafayette Economic Development Authority says the travel center could open sometime next year.
Picture this. You pull off the highway just for gas. 37 minutes later, you're walking out with a bag of jerky, a cup of fudge, a shirt with a smiling beaver on it, and somehow your quick stop cost more than lunch. That's Buc-ee's in a nutshell. And here's the thing. Buc-ee's is an amazing stop if you know the rules, because the people who don't get Buc-ee's usually make the same handful of mistakes that waste time, waste money, or both. So today I'm breaking down 10 things you need to know before you go again, including what's actually 24/7 and what isn't, the official exchange policy, the items that vanish fast, and the one checklist that makes your next stop feel like you hacked the place. And stay to the end, because number 1 is the move that stops you from doing the most common Buc-ee's mistake: walking in with no plan and walking out with regret. Let's go. 10. Open 24/7 doesn't mean everything is 24/7. Yes. Buc-ee's says all stores are open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, but the kitchen windows have a rhythm. What people don't realize, certain made-to-order staples have posted serving windows, like breakfast and barbecue sandwiches. So if you show up at the wrong time, you'll be staring at the counter like it personally offended you. Exactly what to do. Use the Buc-ee's food clock as your cheat code. Breakfast is listed as 4 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. There's a 10:30 to 11:30 transition window. Barbecue sandwiches are listed as starting late morning and running until after midnight. And if you're going late at night, don't panic. Buc-ee's also lists several food options available 24/7, like the jerky bar, fudge, cold sandwiches, and other grab-and-go items. Watch out for, assuming every store has the exact same setup or menu flow. Pro tip: if you're not sure what's live right now, look for the posted breakfast and lunch signage before you commit to a line. 9. Buc-ee's doesn't do returns, it does manager-approved exchanges. This one surprises people. What people don't realize, Buc-ee's official policy isn't return whatever you want, it's exchange only, and a manager has to approve it. Their FAQ spells it out. Exchanges may be considered for slightly consumed food that doesn't meet quality standards. Same item. And for new, sellable, fully tagged general merchandise, similar item, similar price. Returns are not authorized. Exactly what to do. Keep your receipt until you're satisfied. If there's a quality issue, handle it immediately and politely. Expect an exchange, not a refund. Watch out for thinking you can bring it back next week for a refund. That's not the system. Pro tip: if something seems off with food, don't keep eating it hoping it improves. The policy language is clearly built around didn't meet standards, not I finished it and changed my mind. 8. The car wash is not 24/7, and not every location has one. This is where people get tricked by the Buc-ee's is always open energy. What people don't realize, some locations have car washes, some don't, and the car wash can have its own hours. Buc-ee's own locations page literally shows a car wash filter and lists car wash hours by location, commonly 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. in multiple places, and some locations show different windows like 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Exactly what to do. Before you go, check the Buc-ee's locations page for your stop and confirm whether it has a car wash and what the hours are. Watch out for rolling in at 11:30 p.m. thinking you'll fuel up, shop, and get the car washed. Pro tip: if you're near the world record car wash, yes, it's a real flex. Buc-ee's says the world's longest car wash is 255 feet of conveyor, and they highlight it on their world records page, that famous one near Katy, Texas. But again, the store is 24/7, the car wash is not always. Okay, now that you know what's open, the next one is what makes people think they got scammed at the pump when they didn't. 7. The pump can put a huge hold on your card. You ever look at your banking app and see a gas charge that's way higher than what you pumped? Yeah, that. What people don't realize, Buc-ee's explains that gas stations often run an authorization hold because they don't know how much you'll pump. Sometimes $75 to over $200, depending on card type. And the hold duration depends on your card issuer. Buc-ee's notes holds can last up to 72 hours in the FAQ, and elsewhere notes holds can last up to 30 days. Again, issuer decision. Exactly what to do. If you're using a debit card and you're low on funds, consider paying inside, or use a credit card if you're able. And don't freak out when you see the temporary hold. Watch out for overdrafts caused by the hold, not the actual gas cost. Pro tip: if you're traveling, treat Buc-ee's like a big station hold stop. Make sure there's a cushion in the account you're using. 6. You can't call ahead, and you can't check stock. This is the part that makes Buc-ee's feel like a video game. What people don't realize, Buc-ee's straight up says they don't currently have a good way to determine if an item is in stock at a particular site. And they explain why store phone numbers are unlisted. When cashiers answered phones, it slowed checkout and made customers angry, so they route questions to the website instead. Exactly what to do. If it's a must-have item, don't gamble. Buy it when you see it. Watch out for the "I'll grab it on the way back" lie you tell yourself. Pro tip, Buc-ee's also warns there's no official online store, and third-party resellers aren't authorized or endorsed. So if you miss an item in store, don't get baited into paying triple online. 5. Your favorite items disappear because of timing, not conspiracy. Let's talk about the stuff that always feels sold out. What people don't realize, some iconic items are popular and time-sensitive. Reputable food roundups consistently point to the same Buc-ee's hits: beaver nuggets and other signature snacks, the jerky bar with tons of flavors, brisket sandwiches, kolaches and breakfast items, and desserts like banana pudding, which some reviewers even mention can be sold out on certain trips. If you want curated what's worth it lists without random hype clips, check the kind of coverage from outlets like Food and Wine, Eater, Southern Living and Tasting Table. They tend to overlap on the staples for a reason. Exactly what to do. If you want breakfast foods, don't roll in at 10:25 a.m. and act surprised. If you want barbecue sandwiches, don't show up at 1:30 a.m. expecting the full hot counter experience. If you want a specific jerky flavor or dessert, grab it first, not after 40 minutes of browsing merch. Watch out for shopping in the wrong order and then blaming the store. Pro tip, do food first, souvenirs second. Always. Now we're going to talk about the biggest first-timer time waster, and it happens before you even touch a shopping cart. 4. Parking rules are stricter than you think. Buc-ee's looks like it has infinite parking, and yet, people still mess this up. What people don't realize, Buc-ee's explicitly says you can't leave your vehicle in their lot for an extended amount of time, and you can't park and rest there either. Exactly what to do. Treat it like a high-traffic travel center, not a rest area. Plan your stop, do your business, move on. Watch out for thinking you can nap, wait out traffic, or leave a car there while you go do something else. Pro tip, if you're traveling with people, drop them at the entrance, park, then meet up inside. Your stress level will drop instantly. 3. The barbecue counter has a rules menu nobody reads. This is the secret that saves you from standing there like, wait, I can't just order that. What people don't realize, Buc-ee's own contact page includes extra kitchen details for travel centers, like the fact that some in-store orders have a window, listed as 10:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m., and barbecue ordering can have rules like a £1 minimum per type of meat. But they also mention grab-and-go packs of sliced brisket as an option. Exactly what to do. If you want barbecue but you don't want the full counter process, look for the grab-and-go sliced meat packs. Watch out for, assuming every location's hotbar runs the exact same way. Pro tip, if you're feeding a group, the rules can actually help you because the system is built for speed. You just have to know what you're walking into. 2. The grab-and-go aisle is a win if you inspect like a pro. Buc-ee's is famous for fresh food and a ton of packaged options, but new shoppers treat the grab-and-go section like it's a vending machine. It's not. What people don't realize, when you're buying sealed food, snacks, or chilled items at high speed, the only person protecting you from a bad experience is you. Exactly what to do. Quick safety scan before you buy. Seal intact, container not cracked, label readable, and date looks reasonable, especially for chilled items. Watch out for impulse grabbing food and discovering the issue after you've left. Because remember, Buc-ee's policy is exchange only, manager approved. Pro tip, if you're road tripping, build your haul around what survives the ride. Jerky, nuggets, packaged snacks, and shelf-stable items first, then cold items only if you can actually keep them cold. 1. The Buc-ee's attack plan that saves you time and money. Alright, here's the one rule that changes everything. What people don't realize, Buc-ee's isn't a gas station you shop. It's an experience that shops you, unless you walk in with a plan. So here's the plan. Exactly what to do, in this order. Restrooms first, don't pretend you're not going. Hot counter second, timing matters. Jerky, fudge, and signature snacks third, the staples you came for. Merch last, because merch is where quick stop budgets go to die. Watch out for the "I'll just browse for a minute" trap. That minute becomes 25. Pro tip, set a mental timer. If your goal is a fast stop, you get 10 minutes inside. If you want the full experience, fine. Own it. But don't accidentally do the full experience on a Tuesday like it's a mistake. Before you walk in checklist, screenshot this. Store is open 24/7, 365 days a year, but kitchen stations have windows. Breakfast, 4 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Transition 10:30 to 11:30. Barbecue sandwiches run late morning to after midnight. Timing can vary. Jerky bar, fudge, and many grab-and-go items are listed as 24/7. Exchanges only. Manager approved, no returns. Car wash is location specific and has its own hours, often 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Expect a card authorization hold at the pump. Duration depends on issuer. Don't count on calling ahead or checking stock. Don't plan to park or rest for a long time in the lot. Shop in order, restroom to hot food to snacks to merch.